It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And off we go from Denver. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They begin the drive with Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham. He's got Burton here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They go play action with Stidham. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12, 11.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Burrow on play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. But yet another completion here on this opening drive. And he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience.
This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're running a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Stidham. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pirine is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stidham on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his track. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy that goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a good first half of football by Jarrett Stidham. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. Third and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Mix it up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he is caught. pushes him aside at the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. 11 They'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. But we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Stidham. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and a yard. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Complete to Boyd. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stidham. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Stidham. And that's caught by Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's got the... As he takes it just across midfield. Throwing now is Stidham. Oh, and that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Stidham. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 2.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.